Good Monday morning to everyone in YouTube land. This morning I want to talk about a couple of issues and here we go. I seen a video someone had put out of Oscar de la Hoya that owns Golden Boy Promotions, a majority owner. I don't know what the deal is with Golden Boy. I don't really need to know because we will never be signing with him. If that's the only opportunity, it won't be taken. We're standing on principle around here. Now let me get into it. In this video, a gentleman who I consider really an American brother gets in because Oscar puts another video up dancing in a thong, and I mean dancing half naked in a thong. And I put down a reminder on that. Boy, that's one of Oscar's polite videos, him dancing around in that thong. This man is a perverted weirdo. He has been since he was a kid. He said he was set up to put women's stockings on, I believe because he was doing maybe Joe Boxer, Calvin Klein underwear advertisements. Number one, I would say to that, could they have not found anybody better looking as a male and not with a Cro-Magnon head, with the forehead looking like what you'd consider a caveman to look like? Not really. They went after the liberal guy they could get. They went after the effeminate guy they could get. And Oscar de la Hoya fit that bill for athletes at the time, back in the 90s. He fit that bill real good. He's still that way. And if you look at his Instagram, we see it. We get on there once a month or so and tell him how filthy and disgusting he is. And we give him and Bernard Hopkins and everybody else around them the reminder, don't come around us because we're not interested in no way, shape, or form. These promoters, boy, they can nickel and dime a guy to death. In general, they're not the best people, by far. But we'll go to one of the crooks before we go to one of the perverts, guaranteed, every time. Now, I also reminded my friend and the people that watch my friend's videos, because I really like this guy. He's actually over at Punch Drunk Boxing. And if you're not subscribed or don't know anything about Punch Drunk Boxing, go look at him. He's a Latin man. He is a man. He's got a great comedy personality about himself. He is very entertaining to watch. If you can't get a live fight and you go over there and he's got it and he's commentating it, of course you can't show it, you can listen along with him and it's a good treat. He will keep you entertained for sure. So we love this guy, Punch Drunk Boxing. So I put on there for the people that watch him to know, hey, he's been doing this sort of mess for a long time. Uh, puts up pictures where he's naked and there's a shirt he's ironing right in front of his private parts. Just sick stuff. And he's got this woman with him that's sewed plastic surgery and plastic ass up with him in the pools, and they're half naked, and I don't get it. Normal guy would look at that girl with lust. I look at that and I see a black carded, plastic lipped, plastic butted. I see what it was before the cellulite removal and the injected plastic bags in her ass. I don't know. I see things clear, or in a different way, I might add. So I want to. There's nothing like that. The thing here is that when you got somebody like De La Hoya parading around like a fool like this, a perverted fool, mind you, younger people, the kids see it. And that is why 6 foot 2 inch, 230 pound men, muscle ridden, are going into a store now and beating up clerks because the clerk dared to say thank you, sir, to them. And they go off and say, I'm not a sir, I'm a woman. And all this craziness spawned from right to take it right back and pinpoint it to foolish people doing what De La Hoya does. And then this guy has the audacity, De La Hoya does, to get online and start, oh, with the Olympics, the biggest achievement of my life was a gold medal. And getting upset about the two men that had male chromosomes, which is the definition of man and woman. They had the male ones fighting women. And how he didn't like that. And trying to be the hero of that. And I'm sitting and I'm like, wow. The weird calling out the weird. Wow. So it's just going around in the boxing circle. When you look at all the, because it's not really a team sport, although boxers have their own teams put together, their own people. But in actuality, it's a lot of individualism in the sport. And there's a whole host of things, but there's sickness in boxing like there is in anything. And the wokeism that's coming into boxing is just sickening. And we're just not going to have a partake in it. Well, you're going to alienate. I hear this all the time. You're going to alienate yourself. You're not, the door's not going to be open. And I'm here to tell you, let me be very specific on two things around here. Number one, I haven't worked with everybody. I'm not a big name. I'm just basically a nobody. But as a younger fella, I was blessed to work around the heavyweight champion of the world and his team for several years. I was blessed that later, as I was in college, that I got to work around another heavyweight champion and his team for a couple of years. Blessed. So I've seen some stuff over the last 50 plus years. A lot. And so it's not like I'm the last guy on the totem pole, but one thing I can rest assured all of you with, and all of you can reckon with the fact that we're not going along to get along. not in this world today. And we're not sitting back like most people waiting for the door of opportunity to open up. The philosophy is to kick that door in and batter the way to the other side and devour everything in the room. Our philosophy, everything we do is geared around grabbing the other guy who is playing chess and technical ridden to pieces, and sit down at that chessboard, flip the chess table along with the board over, and tear him up. That's our philosophy. Our philosophy, Cus D'Amato handed down to Mike Tyson. And this was said in the gym right regularly by Mike Tyson to you naysayers that say, oh, well, he never said that. Yeah, he did. And Cus D'Amato said it. And Teddy Atlas said it. And Kevin Rooney said it. And all of them in there said it. All of them. And that was, everybody's got a plan till they, and it wasn't necessarily always till they get punched in the face. Everybody's got a plan till they get their face bashed in. Then panic sets in. Then you got them. And these things were said. And so we just, our battle lines are drawn in this world. We're not the kindest and gentlest people in the world. But I want to tell you something. The Bible says that we all basically, well, it don't say we all basically, it says we all are unworthy. We all are like but dirty linen in the street. The practicality that you could translate that to mean that today we're like dirty toilet paper. But I'm here to tell you and profess to you that we choose to be strong in this weak, perverted world. And we choose to have the lines drawn, and we have drawn them, and we're not going to sway 1 ounce of it. We're not going to sway 1 ounce of it for 1 quarter or 50-cent piece or $1. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. The value and the treasures we are seeking are not earthly. And what we're aiming to do worldly is to get a word and a message spread, to show the young people once again, it's good and it's cool and it's great to be a strong man. And that's what you need to try to be. That's where we're going. We're getting away from all these people lisping and putting on crazy sunglasses and the rest of it. And effeminate sunglasses, what men walking around with pocketbooks and damn sheets going around their waist. The only guy that can wear a sheet type thing around his waist is an Irishman, a Scotsman, or an Englishman. Everybody else needs to clear on out the back with that. Those are battle clothes for a man. And when another man puts on stuff like that, we don't like it. And we're here to kill it out. Or as much of it as we can. And so our lines are drawn. Whether we, look, do I hate Oscar De La Hoya? Is there any of that going on? No, sir. If I had him and I could sit down and talk to him, I'd try to talk to him. I would love, there's going to come a day they're going to want Joe, because Joe is a U.S. American, and they'll all be wanting him. And we're going to have to sit down and have the talk with Oscar, or via telephone, or what have you, via out physically eating at the same table together. And I'm going to have to explain to him, Oscar, it's not you, it's what you do, and we can't be a part of that. We want to represent strength and grant it to as many young people as we can to try to show them to be strong. This world's getting awful, folks. And if you're weak, it'll eat you up. And I look around and I see weak parents. I see weak kids everywhere. And they are just getting ate up. They're joining the perversion and all this bad stuff that is a phenomenon. It's nothing new about it. It's never happened like this before. Or it is new, and it's a new phenomenon that it's been 2,000 years nobody's had to go through anything like what's going on now, not even remotely. And it's got to be curtailed. You got to stand up and fight. If you don't like it, you stand up and fight. It perverts the mind so badly that a people, an indigenous people in a country, will actually invite foreigners that want to kill them into their country and be happy about it. It perverts that bad. Oh yes, let's bring people that are different from us in here and let them kill our children. And if anyone says anything, then it's racist and it's bad. It's springing forth all types of sick thought. And we choose to not be on that side. From anything to that aforementioned statement, all the way back to a man wearing a thong and dancing around the house and thinking it's funny. We're not into it. We don't want it. Not doing it. None of it. From the start of it, everything in between to the finish of it. We're taking no part in it. For no money, no glory, no nothing. So, I hope to goodness you young guys, we know several guys that are fixing to turn pro, and we hope and pray, because I see some young guys that they're going to get took in, they're going to get mesmerized, they're going to get brainwashed, and of course they're going to make a few dollars, and they're going to make mommy and daddy and the family money, and they will be able to help everybody out. They're going to get a name. But when it ends up on it with all that filth in the brain and the heart, they'll probably all end up penniless and in misery, on drugs, severe alcohol, and things like that. And it worries me. I worry for everybody. I worry more so for everybody else's than I do my kid, because my kid has me. And if I ain't standing there, I worry about the other people all around. Because evil will try to mesmerize you. It will come to you trying to give you what you want and what you desire. And most people will just stand there and gobble it up and take it. And I'm here to tell you that we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Me and Joe got the motto, we'd rather be blind and ragged than rich and grandiose. And that's what we would rather be. So just wanted to tell everybody that. It's a good Monday. Everybody have a good week. Stay strong, stay straight, and stay moral, and stay ethical.